Okay, time to give this a shot. Yeah, I was expecting the category to be incorrect, and it was, so I swapped it. Let's give this a game. Let's give it a shot. Hmm. So I guess we're not starting at the beginning of the game. We're kind of starting in the middle, maybe? I wonder if there's a difference. Oh shit, they're real. Yeah, I don't even know what the difference between the like. What's the like? It's two classes. One is a belter, one is earther. So I'm like, I don't know what they mean. But whatever. I assume that when you actually play the game, there'll be a obvious difference, or they'll like let you know the perks and.
Oh, my man Zafar. Glad to see you.
Coffee? I got a fresh pot.
Thanks. Can't imagine what hoops you jumped through to get the coffee, let alone the spices.
Every little joy is a candle. The more you light, the more life's darkness wanes.
Zafar and his metaphors. But you're right. The dark days are definitely upon us.
I was so worried about you, my friends. We couldn't contact the Piranha. Eros went silent. There was all kinds of speculation.
What exactly?
Talk about some outbreak and quarantine. All the while, the UN and Mars issue no official statements. As if they were blindsided by all of this.
The outbreak is real, and the disease was spread on purpose.
Is that why you're alone? Without Vic and the others?
Yes, no one else survived. They blew up the Piranha when it
I
was
guess that's. I
leaving.
assume that's the prologue when
Whoever
all that shit
destroyed
was
the
happening.
station didn't want witnesses. We didn't know these guys like you did, Zafar. Still, we're so sorry.
Such cruel irony. Not to die in combat, but on vacation. Report to Director O'Connell ASAP. I just have one question. Is this ship yours?
You could say that. She was our ticket off
Poppin is kind of
Eros.
shit, but then it is a beta, so I assume they're
She
going to
can
improve
be legally
performance.
recognized as yours by right of salvage. If the previous owners are dead, of course.
Oh, they are.
You'll have to tell me that story later. Right now, this ship needs a checkup and a reprogrammed transponder.
You know anyone who can do that?
I can. That's easy.
If you don't mind, we'd really appreciate it. Sorry, but we need to go now. O'Connell's waiting.
Luna always carries with it the tides. I wish I knew what it is you carry. Good luck.
So, next up, report to the boss.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Let's go visit Larry. Stop by and say hello. You think he'll be glad to see you? I called him a pain in the ass. I want to say sorry.
Ooh, skull trees. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, these are all oh, it's just all persuasion. Like, does it mean what one persuasion gives? So is each persuasion gets that, or is that a separate thing? I get persuasion, but then also this one gives me a bonus to. I think it's already. Oh, actually, I already have those two. The lowest skill. That's kind of cool. I assume there's going to be more stuff, right? Because like there seems to be like two other things on either side. So I assume with the real quest. Okay, so engineering. Okay, so cool. Okay, that's kind of useful. Seems like your game is all about cover, so taking even less damage while behind cover seems good. Okay, so damage. Hmm. I mean, that's kind of cool. I guess the problem, of course, is what counts as a crit. That's kind of interesting. Ooh. So it does allude to me having a deployable ability or someone having one. Okay, so these are all gun types. Pretty standard. Ooh, that's actually that is going to be super useful early. What? So what? How does the skip? Oh wait, no, can you take this in any order? Because if it's saying the previous node, does that mean any of these or this one specifically? Because putting the close range weapon damage below snipers is incredibly stupid. Yeah, like you think sharpshooter should have been under sniper. Close range would probably be shotgun, right? And that's kind of cool. Yeah, that actually seems like it would be good for pistol. Oh, interesting. That's kind of useful. Yeah, the fact that it lasts for basically forever, for every combat situation. So if it's ever okay, so that's kind of it means pretty standard. Okay, ability cooldowns. It does. I do think this is kind of a little stupid. That like that's the first thing. It's like if your very first ability is reducing your cooldowns, then why don't you just have 10% shorter cooldowns to begin with, right? I mean that's kind of interesting. I don't like. I rarely ever like conditional ones. That one's interesting. So it seems like the gadgets 28%. What a weird percentage. Okay. Okay. So it seems like it's the gadgets that do this stuff. Honestly, these are all pretty basic. I'm curious if they're going to get more. That's kind of useful. So again, like you obviously want to get to this tier. I wonder if you get enough skill points to get everything, or is will this actually matter? I mean, this one seems relatively simple, where it's like, okay, you're gonna have one like you're gonna use it, you're gonna be stacking into your deployable shit. So the capacity, the deployable that, that's okay, I guess. That's from the list. Next. Okay. That's kind of cool. An extra little chance to. Ooh, that one seems useful. That just seems insanely useful. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this one seems insanely useful. So you just basically just resist all eighth. Yeah, so this makes sense. This is basically if you're going to go to melee build, you have a defensive ability. You do shitloads of melee damage with these two active. You take a lot less from a or close range damage. This is insanely helpful. It's 20% out of cover, so it's like yeah, there's a lot of abilities you want, like especially these ones that reduce costs. It's like okay, oh, you need rest too. Interesting. That's what combat. Yeah, cool. Oh well, that seems insanely helpful. I don't know. I mean, 10% is not. I guess 10 experience is not much because it's basically 1%. So you need to succeed. If they keep level, they keep the experience to level up at 1,000 for every single level. So basically, just keep everything consistent. Then this is pretty. I mean, it's only 1%, but you might be making a lot of skill checks. This is combat. Oh, so I guess I should control her then. Oh, interesting. So this he's a okay. Do you have any? Why do you only get 8%? What mine? Oh no, it seems like I see. So they have less stuff, which kind of makes sense because typically the way they do these things is you're the one that has all the choices, so you can customize your character however way you want. But like it seems like Jay is more suited uh, for melee damage and close range movement. Oh yeah, and they have to have the engage stuff because obviously you engage them. Okay. Equipment. I guess I have stuff.
And now from Belter Today. The explosion of the ice hauler Canterbury has caused a water supply crisis on Ceres and renewed discussion over the inevitability of a military conflict between Mars and Earth. One of the survivors, the executive officer of the Canterbury, James Holden, has published a video in which he declares that the ice hauler was destroyed by the MCRN. Mars denies all accusations. Holden's
Yeah,
whereabouts
I
remain
didn't.
unknown.
I was kind of putting it off because I didn't really think that this was coming out that soon. But I should really watch The Expanse.
Water supply disruptions throughout the station.
Oh hey, is this something?
Chaos
Is that a
in the
cup?
streets of the Medina. Protests, riots, and attacks on inners. Starhelix security has blocked off certain key sectors. Epidemic on Eros. An unknown resulting from the disruption of air and water treatment systems.
Hey, what's wrong with the
Station
cable?
is currently under quarantine. No connection has yet to be established. Follow us for more of the latest from the belt and around the system.
I don't doubt it. Well, good luck.
Who would want to destroy some belter ice hauler? Probably messed up themselves, and now they're trying to blame everything on Mars.
Oh. That's not good. Very. Okay, so it's obviously a bug. Okay, so yeah, if I see a little circle from a distance, that means it's an interactable object.
Hey, people died out there.
And we still don't know why or how.
Welcome back to the station, Gemini.
If Holman says the camp was destroyed by Mars, then it was.
First the Martians blow up the camp, and then some other Martians pick up the survivors. Right.
Only we don't even get a word from the survivors after their rescue. I won't believe they're alive until I see another video from Holman.
You just got back, darlings. I'm sorry, but dinner's not ready yet.
Ooh, Shimizu. Smells so good.
Of course, I know my stuff. I'm starting to suspect you only come back to the station for my cooking.
And Prisha's here. I thought she was on vacation.
That was weird. Obviously, she moves weirdly, but I don't know why
So this is the woman you
she
want
had
shut up
the
about?
she talked like she was
I
over
still
a
think
radio,
Shimizu's hotter.
over comms or something.
Oh, you're back already? Wait, so you flew in on that? I just got back from Europa, updated my range of products, and bought all the orders from my last visit. For example, your boss O'Connell ordered some warm socks and 5 packs of Elm set. Finding the socks was the hardest part. Can you imagine? Zafar Hijazi bought flashlights for the whole crew, and they're better than the company ones. Absolutely nothing for himself. What a man.
What are they saying here about the situation on Eros?
According to the news, Eros is under quarantine. I don't believe it. I can smell lies even from
Why's she
the screen.
squinting?
Smell lies? What, like a psychic or something?
Like a businesswoman. If I couldn't tell when I was being lied to, I wouldn't be successful.
I think they're relatively good with the lip syncing. I think they opened their mouth up too wide to speak, though. I think it's obviously to make it the lip syncing more obvious. So maybe they do this. Maybe that's temporary. Like once they make sure that everything is synced correctly and everything looks normal, then they'll just reduce the size that they open their mouths. Maybe that's easier to do, making sure it's opening and closing and moving in the right way, and then just then they can make a slight change after.
What's new on the station?
Well, everyone's spreading different theories about what happened to the Canterbury. Either the Martians blew it up or someone else.
The guys here get bored when they're not on a mission.
Okay, let me think of something else. Oh, better stay away from your boss. He's been beside himself ever since comms from Captain Burrows went dark.
That's exactly why we need to talk to O'Connell.
Oh, okay. Maybe you can tell me. Oh, I see. On second thought, looks like you have some bad news. And I only like the good kind.
Since we're gossiping anyway, tell me, what's the word on us? I know people always like to badmouth the new guys.
Of course they do. It's hilarious. Burrows gave your fire team the best call sign. The guy's got quite an imagination.
Believe it or not, it's not even because we're twins. All new teams were given call signs based on constellations. We drew Gemini at random. Prisha and her team ended up with Virgo, and they're not too keen on it.
I gotta update my file on you. Okay, here's another one. They say you drink your tea with juice. That is the one for high G burns?
And you say it about all Beltalowda. You should know.
Okay, another rumor. You grew up in the OPA and took down your first pirate ship at the age of 13.
Oh, that one's good. Pity it's not true.
But the pirates had hijacked a cargo of exotic chickens. So you had to carry them around and sleep in the same cabin with them for a month.
Well, that's still good. At least we didn't leave the poor chickens to die in an abandoned pirate ship. I always wanted to ask how you ended up here. Why is O'Connell working with a traveling vendor?
Yeah, working. Yet he still won't let me further than the central hall. Your O'Connell loves people, but not nearly as much as his rules. Well, at least my visits are always such a hit. You mercenaries sit at the station for hours, and the staff almost lives here. Everyone wants to buy all sorts of nice little things from the outer and inner planets. That's why I'm allowed in here. By the way, would you be interested to know how I was born?
I didn't see that coming. What, is it an interesting story?
I think it explains my wanderlust. My mother gave birth to me on a transport ship, somewhere between Ceres and Earth. That's why I can't stay put in one place for too long. Simple as that.
Show me what you've got.
Of course.
Have they replaced the pipeline in the residential sector yet? What about the pressure adjustments?
I think they're due to finish today. No worries. There won't be any more delays.
I've always liked the view from here. On the axis at the second semi-ring. But man, is it better with our girl out there.
Okay, the power grid's fine. I'll adjust the clamps now.
Oh, careful.
Okay, cool. So, get since new rounds. If the cooldown for these are insanely long, though. I thought grenades would be a little faster, but no, it seems like 40 seconds. Weirdly enough, the fastest one is my tactical scanner. What about you? What do you do? You do grenades. Oh, wait, what? Do I not have a subsystem? What is this? I just got one of the weapon damage. Okay, well, let's. Oh. What is this thing? Oh, I got. Oh, I see. Did I get? I see. Wait, what? Oh, I see. It looks the same, but the one I got, wait, yeah, is this. I see. Cooldown armor regen. That's kind of useful. More armor. Who doesn't want more armor? So I guess she unlocks that at some later point. Yeah. None of their stuff seems. Oh, can I change that? No, I cannot. I don't have a spare. Okay.
It's time to lock down dispatch.
Larry, there's a weird blip on the LiDAR.
That's my future. I'm gonna throw myself out of the airlock if I'm not left in peace.
I'm serious. This spot is a degree hotter than the surrounding space.
Probably a dust cloud or some debris. It happens.
Hi, Larry. We're back.
And hi to you too. I wish I could pretend that I'm too busy and don't have time to talk. But I'm on a break.
Oh, come on. I'm really glad to see you. And I'm sorry for calling you a pain in the ass. Why so glum?
It all started in childhood. My father was a tyrant, and my mother was a typical unfulfilled housewife.
Sounds like a setup for a sitcom. Wait, are you serious? Sorry, go on.
When my father died, Mom directed all her resentment on me. Now she's upset I don't visit her on Ceres. I wanted to send her a gift, but Luciana charges an arm and a leg for delivery. That's why I'm so glum, as you put it.
What gift will you give her?
Ah, well, it's just a painting. She loves homemade things.
When did you have time to paint something?
I painted during what others call free time, but I just call it the brief moment between work and sleep. Each day, bit by bit, and voila! It's not that big a deal.
We can deliver the gift to your mom. Yeah, I want something good to happen today. I'm tired of all this despair.
Oh, that would be really nice. My mom is sick of waiting, and she's pissed. Won't answer any of my calls. Just snaps at me if we do talk. Okay, deal. I'll ask someone to bring my painting by the ship while you speak to O'Connell. And please, don't open the package. Thank you.
You look tired. I think you need some rest.
Well, that is a spot-on diagnosis. How did you know that I didn't have a single day off for a month? Because of the pitch-black circles under my eyes? Or is it the general sense of despair I'm exuding?
A month without a day off? Sheesh. What's O'Connell saying?
You're not getting leave right after Harry quit. I don't care if your mommy is waiting for you on Ceres. And yes, I am an asshole.
Typical O'Connell. Somebody has to remind him we're humans, not robots. You know what? Maybe I will. You worked with a guy named Harry?
Yeah, I know. Hilarious. Larry and Harry. I really hope the next person I work with won't have a name with "re" in it.
With the brass acting like that, a month without leave can easily turn into a year. When's your next vacation?
Any vacation is postponed indefinitely until they find a replacement to take on some of the work. But O'Connell says that could take months. Not many people would want to serve out on some remote station when they can work in a major port, like Ceres.
Hang in there, Larry. We really need you.
I'm trying, but it's one or the other in any case. Either I work myself to death, or I manage to make it to my next vacation. And honestly, I'm at the point where I don't care which comes first.
See you, Larry.
See you later.
I'm telling you, Larry's a cool guy. He just kills it with his joke.
What are you talking about? I've never seen someone so miserable. Is there another Larry I don't know about?
Larry from Dispatch, yeah.
Larry Jokes. Now that is a good one.
Just one sec, something came up. Right back. Okay, back.
Hey,
Oh, I
I've
can
got a
talk.
question. An important one. What if O'Connell confiscates our ship? His motto is always, everything for the common good, eh? But this ship saved us just like we saved her. She's ours now. I'm sure O'Connell will do whatever headquarters tells him. Whatever happens, happens. Sir.
Here you are. I want an explanation. Where's Vic? Where's the Piranha? What's with the new ship in my damn stable?
The Piranha was destroyed, sir. Captain Barros and the whole crew died in the line of duty.
What? What the? Who we up against?
They didn't exactly introduce themselves. The station was infected by an unknown bioweapon, presumably. It was a planned op. A bunch of guys with guns assured word didn't get out. They're the ones who destroyed the Piranha. The ship we escaped on belonged to them. We fought our way on board.
Wait. The news is saying there was an outbreak. HQ reported that even our UN contact doesn't know the whole story. Not a word about shots fired. Or ships being destroyed. Only the quarantine.
Quarantine, yes. But this disease, or whatever it is, was brought there on purpose. We barely escaped.
An outbreak? The Piranha? This is insane.
Sir, you have to believe us. We're talking about the genocide of an entire station, the massacre of our whole squad.
I want to. But this ain't exactly easy to digest. If you're telling the truth, then...
Sir, please listen. An unknown ship is approaching the station. Appeared right in front of us. The radars were clear.
To take what I'm up to. Two criminals have taken refuge at your beat. I'm going to arrest them for stealing Protogen Company property.
Protogen? I remember that brute. We saw her on Eros.
Sir, somebody hacked our comms. And not only that, the docking system isn't responding. They want to...
We are preparing to board the station to commandeer our ship. Do not interfere.
We took their ship, but it was our only chance at survival.
And now they're here. Boarding my station. Handing out orders. Protogen will easily turn this into a massacre if they want.
Please just help us get away from them. Let us go back to the ship and I promise we'll take off.
You've got Protogen on your tail. A company with infinitely more resources than Pinkwater. Even if you do escape...
That Protogen brute murdered our guys and blew up the Piranha. Imagine what she'll do to you if you give us up.
I'm responsible not only for you, but for the whole station full of other people. What do you want from me?
Cover us. Order everyone to take arms and defend the station. We'll all have a chance at surviving if everyone backs us up. Even if you surrender the station peacefully, Protogen won't just fly away. We witnessed what they did on Eros, and they'll kill anyone we've had contact with.
Can they really do this?
They hacked our comms instead of contacting you officially. That doesn't bother you at all?
Like hell, I'm going to give up my station without a fight.
Thank you, Oscar. We won't forget this.
Now, climb into the vent. Get to your ship, and good goddamn riddance.
I had 4 experience before. How did I go from 4 to 500 with only a 185 bump?
Thank you, sir. And see you around.
Take cover! Open fire!
Engaging the enemy.
Fire on my mark.
I'm injured. So compromised. Suppress the enemy. Need assistance now.
Okay, yeah, the cover system was absolute dog shit. I was trying to get into cover, but
Baka! Need to fall back. Target moving in. Engage. Let's see how much momentum they can handle. That's all of them.
There, I thought today was gonna be such a good day. But boom. A fucking
yeah, the cover system was kind of shit. I was like,
Thanks for the
I had a hard time
Hang in there.
locking
And
on.
good luck.
They were like, "Oh yeah, just go up and press X." I'm like, "Okay." Like, it didn't appear when I was expecting.
These assholes have already spread out across the station like cockroaches. What do they want?
Us. And the ship we came in on.
I see. No more lollygagging. They're probably on your trail.
Yeah, like it's only when I have to like be at a certain distance. Like, look, I'm focusing on it, but now it's not appearing anymore. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. Even without it being marked, it will still. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I was worried for a second. I was like looking for the icon for it, but it actually does do it properly. How close do I have to be? Actually, maybe not. Oh, okay. I guess I have to be within a certain range. I'm not covering on that, but okay. It's kind of weird.
Gemini, do you copy? Over.
We copy. Zafar, our own personal search and rescue.
I'm on the Mott's bridge, looking at the tactical map and the feeds from your suits. I've got company, and locked doors aren't going to keep them out for long.
So they'll snatch up our ship if we don't hurry.
I'll guide you through. Follow my thread.
We're ready. Take us to the ship.
Advance to the door. There'll be a technical corridor behind it. I'll plan you an evac route. Stand by.
Loud and clear. We could use some ship support.
Protogen is a private security company just like Pinkwater. What the hell are they doing? Let's ask them over dinner sometime. Minus moment. Hostiles are likely close. Left side has a good vantage point. Perfect for an ambush.
Unit, halt!
Engaging the enemy! Target in sight! Engaging! Good one! Zafar, where to next?
You need to throw them off your scent. Get out onto the station's hull. There's an airlock right next to you.
Roger that. Jay, let's get out there.
Wow. You know, it used to be that the infinity of space terrified me.
And when did it stop?
When I realized that actually, it's freedom. I blocked the airlock. This should stop them.
We're on different sides of the semi-ring, but there's a Protogen ship docked near me. They're looking for you. It's too dangerous to go straight through. Do you see an elevator in front of you? It'll take you to the station's access. Then, return to the semi-ring. You can reach the Mott while bypassing enemy forces.
This looks very pretty, though. I think it's very well done.
Eros, the Piranha, and now this? We've got ourselves into something extremely dangerous. We're like slingshotters doing some crazy maneuver. But someone messed up all our calculations and is just waiting for us to burn up.
Sorry for interrupting. Almost done reconfiguring the transponder codes. That means no more Mott. But the ship needs a new name to complete the process.
Not the best timing. But my sister and I will think of something. What the? We're sitting ducks out here! There's our exit! Go! I've got your 6. Advance now! Target in sight! Engaging!
Let's see how much momentum they can handle.
Target in sight! 1, 2, advance! Focus fire! They won't get me that easy! Observing the enemy. I'm injured! He's covering fire! Good one!
Suppress the enemy! You're already in my sight. Observing the enemy. What the hell? Intercepted! Now! Focus! Advancing on their flank! Focus fire!
They won't get me that easy!
Need a medic!
God damn, that fucking goes through my cover.
Let's see how much momentum they can handle.
He's got a grip.
Alright, we need an elevator to the semi-ring. The Mott's not far from there.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, combat... yeah, again, getting behind cover seems rough. And the fact that they destroyed my cover was kind of annoying. And it seems like when I take damage, I fucking get destroyed super quick. Like, it's super, super quick. A little too quick. I don't like how much damage they seem to do. Where it's just like, yeah, just a one hit, it feels like one bullet just instantly wipes my entire shield. And then the shield just takes so long to recover. That's ammo. Whatever. Like, it's fine now because you can get the recovery. But yeah, I mean, it's a recovery foam. So I guess, yeah, I kind of wish it was a little easier, I guess. Where it's like... a little easier in the sense that it's like, oh, well... Like, I mean, I guess there's a skill that boosts...
Funny system. You can't get into it without turning off the radiators. If only I knew where the power supply units were.
So I wish that it would regenerate a little faster. It just felt like I was waiting under cover for so long that they just destroyed my cover.
No one seems to be around. Get back! Protogen clearly has something personal against elevators. Head for the semi-ring. I'm right behind you. There it is. So close. It's easy. We just need to take into account the Coriolis force and the rotation of the station. Ugh! Debris incoming! Hey! We need to fly over to the semi-ring and fast. Can you fly? Yeah. The brute can't reach us with all the debris, but we'll die if we don't make it to the station. Easy does it. The station is moving. We can't afford to miscalculate the trajectory. We got this. Otherwise, we're dead. Damn ring rotation. Yes. You all right? 5 out of 5. Just a little bit more to go. Another cosmic leap of faith. This is getting to become a habit. Now we're on the same side of the semi-ring as the ship, right? Yeah, almost there.
The Protogen ship is just undocked. It's scanning the hull, looking for you. Advance, on the double. You'll see an airlock leading inside. The antenna was shot off with PVC. They want to cut off Pinkwater's ability to communicate with the outside world. Interesting. Looks like the ship only has 4 PVCs. There are at least 6 of them on Martian frigates.
4 is more than enough to kill both the antenna and us. You mentioned the airlock. Where is it?
Right ahead, about 50 meters. But getting there is suicide. Stand by. I'll figure something out.
Hey, look. There's another airlock here, and it's much closer.
It leads to a damaged sector. Be patient. I'll distract them.
But they'll detect us. Let's get into this airlock quick.
You're lucky the Protogen ship didn't detect you. But why didn't you go down the airlock I mentioned?
Sorry. sorry, but the situation was way too hot.
What happened here?
They were upgrading the station's temperature control system. But then our uninvited guests interfered. The coolant leaks in some places. Be careful. The substance is quite toxic.
The coolant can damage the armor.
Exterior. What do we do? We need to stop this somehow. What if we blow a hole in the pipe? Will it affect the pressure and the size of the leakage? Almost just got boiled like dumplings. Okay, we've shut off the coolant. What? They were here already? Zafar, how do we open this door?
The alarm. You need to turn it off. The IT center will be at the end of the corridor, on your left. The terminal you need is in there.
Why would they give me a gun that's worse than the one I currently have? I think you have to press too long. I think they should stop. They should stop that. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Jesus, the fire rate is insane. Everything is better than except the. Oh wait. They fucked up. They fucked up the SMG. So reload time being increased. So basically, everything that's an increase is blue, except reload time is also blue. But increased reload time is bad. You don't want increased reload time. What you want is short reload time. So realistically, a plus 45, plus half a second is actually a negative for reload time. And I assume that's in milliseconds. I assume it's 8 shots, 8.57 shots a second. And this is 9.23 shots a second? 20% weaker. It seems like this is just better then. But yeah, okay, so they need to, I mean, realistically, you understand, oh, it's less. Okay, cool, it's less. And this is the one stat that actually matters. You want one that has Yeah, the only thing that's better about this, well, I guess, yeah, the three things are better, is fire rate, mag size, and reload time.
All done. Door's open, we can go. Gonna pretend that never happened.
Aw, I need cyber sabotage to be able... Oh, I see. If I was a hacker, I probably would have had cyber sabotage. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Okay, so it seems like I get to pick one. So this is a 9-second. So if I reduce it by, so 10% is 2.2. So I would reduce that 4.4, almost 5, bringing it down to 17, increasing its duration by 25% would be like 2 seconds. So I could make this 11-second duration, or I could have the cooldown be 7 or less than, actually 16 point something seconds. So realistically, it's actually better to reduce the cooldown, because the cooldown okay, yeah, because the cooldown, basically you get more percentage uptime. Increasing the duration to 11 seconds would give you about 50% uptime. 50% of the time you can keep it up. Whereas reducing the cooldown by 20% brings it down to 17.6, which is greater than 50%, because slightly greater than 50%. Not a huge difference, but although I guess actually, what's the layout? Neutralizing enemy. Oh, okay. So that is. So I assume that's 6 seconds. So that's insanely good. That is actually kind of useful too, because the problem is the other ones. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, this is an interesting way. So I assume that each grade will increase the duration, no matter what. So it seems like duration increase is that. So extended duration seems stupid to get, because this is just going to be better. Because these all grades will increase its duration, I assume. Interesting. Okay, so Materials. So tactical scanner seems useful. I'm using this a lot. I think I'm already... Oh, I see. So that's why it was level 1, is because the other one didn't have this. This one has accuracy. Can I swap this? I cannot. Okay. So I can only just do this. So I have marksman shift. I mean, the mag size is kind of useful. I guess I could do mag size. If I swap to this, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Actually, yeah, let's do more damage to this now. Almost. Range is 30. Range. Oh, okay, so I probably want the other one anyway. The range is just too good. Yeah, I probably want to get the increased mag size to make up for the fact that... yeah, increased mag size. Or actually, or maybe I should do reload speed and then get the extended mag on this one. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what this companion exclusive... Does that mean if they equip this... So basically, if I gave them the close combat one, does that mean they get the bonus from me equipping it? Or is that if I give them the... If I give them it gets an additional 10%. Okay, so it seems like that's... So I can get more rounds. Okay, whatever. Let's do this one. This one seems better. Let's apply this rapid recharge. Okay. Sure. Oh wow. Oh no, I can't. I don't have a capacitor. That's a shame. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Oh wait. Oh yeah. And you can see the duration went up to 10.35. So yeah, so it went to 17.6, and now the duration. So the duration is going to increase 65% from 9. So 5. So 5.4 increase. So it'll be so in the end, even doing nothing, it'll get up to a 16 or it'll. So that's actually super good. Although 25%. So let's see, if it's 45, 65, that 25% would have made... Can I unapply it? No, I can't. That 25% would have made it go from 65 to 90%. That would almost double it. At that point, it would be... I mean, even if it was doubled, it'd be 18 seconds. It would be 4 seconds of no thing. But at 60%, or 65%, let's say it's 2/3. Or, yeah, so we increased by 6 seconds, basically. A little under. 6 seconds, so it'd be 15 seconds. But with a cooldown of 17.6, that's only 2.6 seconds that. So, yeah. So, technically, yeah, it still is better to do it this way. Yeah, because obviously you're going to get diminishing returns on duration. So, whereas cooldown doesn't seem to be affected by anything. This is actually really interesting. Is that this would basically give me 100. This would almost give me 100% uptime, especially later on when I have a already high duration. But then again, there's also this. Like while it's active, I can do this. So if this is unlimited, if this is something like, if I can just keep killing and keep it active forever, then that's super good. Although I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious how they do cooldowns. Because, like, for the other ones, are just one-offs. But for this one that has a duration, is that cooldown only being applied after the duration is over? Or is it something that is applied... Does the cooldown start the second you use it? Because there are some that are like, no, cooldown only triggers after the ability is over. Then the cooldown starts ticking. In which case, the duration doesn't really matter then. It's helpful, but you still have to wait. That's it. Okay. And if the cooldown doesn't help, then this is kind of cool because it improves the. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer that because even like hell, even a 50% reduction to current cooldowns, I still wouldn't be able to use them more than once. Like this has a 17-second cooldown, which means these other things have like a 40 and 50-second cooldown. So it's like I won't get it. Even with this, I won't be able to use them twice in one battle. So it seems like this is better. That's kind of cool. But I don't know. It didn't seem like I could even engage that frequently. Or maybe engage pops up on a cooldown as well. When a deck ability is used against a visor's target. It's kind of cool. It's useful, but the problem is it ends the ability prematurely. I also don't know what a deck ability is. It's probably this one. I'll probably go effective targeting, precise targeting, and then obviously this. Okay. And then for my gun. The range on this is really good, though. Oh, the range on this is really good. Oh, this increases damage anyway. So if I'm going to get extended mag on this, I could just get rapid reload on this. Okay, actually, wait a minute. What are the mods for this? Critical damage, mag size. Yeah, so I probably want to do mag size. Yeah. So this is obviously what I'm probably going to want. So I'm wanting to stay. You want to have. It seems like you want to be undercover at all times. That's how much damage every single hit does. Oh, okay. So I already have the level 1 bump. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so the reason why this damage was better than the other one. Oh yeah, I can do a full reset. Okay, cool. You can't do a reset when you go into this menu. But I could reset it. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, wait, do I get my parts back, though? Because I would love to get more mag size on this. Reload speed's not crazy good. Actually, I don't know. 10% is kind of shit, though. 10% is only 10% only 4. Even this is only 8. I guess together would be 3. Maybe let's just swap to this one. So, reload speed is. I'm not actually. I mean, yeah. Now that I see the other one is a 22.5 second reload, it just compared to the SMG is worse. But maybe I should just go mag size on this too, especially because this has actually worse mag size. And then go mag size on that. Let's do that. Sure. Fuck it. Oh wow, I have enough exactly for this. There we go. Okay, let's swap to that. There we go. Nice. Wait, was I using my SMG? Oh wow, that feels good. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. How much foam do I have? I kept using it because I suck, but how much of it do I have? Fucking accuracy. My accuracy sucks because I suck. Although that's kind of cool. I think I have to. Oh, I see. I have 1 of 3. Shit. So I. Oh no, I was out of repair foam. Oh wow. Yeah, I could have been fucked. Well, let's save. I need to go bathroom too real quick. But yeah, getting in and out of cover is kind of tough.
The results of the last tournament.
Don't look at me like that. All part of the plan.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I've never seen an arsenal so empty. If all the weapons had been here, would have been a real massacre. Vic's locker. There's not much. Just some certificate lying out in the open. To Pinkwater's Operative of the Year.
What the fuck did I just get then? Oh, fire capacity, companion damage against engaged targets. Okay, so that's. Oh. Oh, well, it's just fucking better. It just gives me more armor anyway. Wait. Oh, I see. Armor subsystem. Okay. So this is just fucking better. I mean, I don't think I have a deployable, so it doesn't matter. But it has better armor, and this one just doesn't have any special effects at all. So there's like literally no point in having it. Oh, interesting. So this, wait, so that 22 seconds might be already be reduced. Yeah, whatever.
The cam should have recorded everything. Right. I'd like to know how Protogen's going to explain attacking a private station. Although, after Eros...
Cool. So that is perfect for her, because she actually does do that.
Just the other day, I was worrying about what to order from Luciana. How to get along with O'Connell. How to not fight with Vic. But now we're being hunted by some very dangerous people. As soon as Zafar reprograms the transponder, we disappear and leave all this behind. Maybe it's for the best. I didn't like doing it only for the money. I want freedom, not some new chains.
I see. So is that we're gonna like form our own merc group or something? Okay, so that can do fabric. Can you modify this? Do I need fabric? I do not need fabric for that. Okay, cool. Oh, and this one. Oh, this is kind of boring. Then. This one doesn't actually. This doesn't change much. It just increases damage. So overall, it just increases by 60% total, or 60% additionally. So a 110. Okay, this one. Duration. So everything increases duration. So it seems like yeah, there was no other modifiers to. Okay, cool. So this will another 30%. What did that actually? Oh, I don't have enough materials for that now. Still have enough for this thing. Okay. I don't get how you get plus 25 rounds per ability use. So I think this is kind of cool, but again, 20% is 11 seconds, so I can bring it down to 44. But 44 is still insanely long. So increasing the chances to get this status effect is kind of useful, maybe. That's kind of cool. You hit them, you keep firing. That's stupid. I mean, it's good to start with, but like after that, it's kind of shit. This one seems probably the best. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like this one's kind of seems stupid because it's like. I mean, sure, the accuracy will get much better, but if your aim is that shit that you need this, then you're kind of fucked anyway. Ooh, that squad one is actually really nice. Getting killed while using them, that is insanely useful too. Oh wait, no, it won't help for bosses. You actually need to kill them, so it's not gonna help for bosses. So realistically, that one definitely is better. Interesting. I don't know what that means though. Like is that make it better? And that seems yeah, so 2. So I could reduce the cooldown of it. Seems good. But again, yeah, it's the type of thing where it's like it's not a huge difference. So would I want to increase it? Or, I forget. Let's do cooldown. Fuck it. Okay. There we go. Let me see it again.
Have you thought of a name for the ship?
Jay and I escaped from Eros on the ship. I want to name her after us, but I don't have any ideas to...
The scum who killed my men. If you had surrendered, the consequences would have been almost painless. But you didn't. Your mistake.
A personalized greeting. What an honor. Jake, take cover! Have you seen that blue shit on their armor? We can't penetrate it. It must have some weak point.
Larry?
Okay, now let's go. Oh, shit.
You were right on time.
They definitely don't pay me enough.
Didn't think you had it in you. First painting, now this? But you could have gotten yourself killed. How's your shoulder?
Fine. I'll survive.
Thank you, Larry. We owe you big time. I don't even know what would have happened if you hadn't closed the airlock.
I'll add useful and decisive to my resume. I guess it's true now. Alright. Now, honestly, I've never willingly thrown myself into incoming fire. Or unwillingly, for that matter. Oh, phew. I need to catch my breath.
I'll say, you could have been killed.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Do you want to come with us?
I'm not a mercenary or a soldier. I'm a dispatcher. I don't even have armor. I'd better go to the terminal and contact anyone else who needs help.
How did they manage to dock?
Their ship appeared at the very last moment. They hacked our comms and docking system, and here we are.
Aren't many of them, but goddamn these stealth ships. I don't even know what equipment can detect them, but definitely not ours.
I used to think that only Martians had stealth tech. Hey, wait. They said you stole their ship. Is that true?
On Eros, we...
You know what? I don't want to know. The less I know, the better if they interrogate me. Yeah.
We need to go.
I'll head to the terminals and try to figure out how to help the others. Good luck. And if you do get out of here, don't forget about my mom's gift. Tell her I'm fine.
Almost there. If you can just deactivate the clamps in the command center, the Mott will be free.
Engaging the enemy!
Focus fire on my mark!
Good one!
Clearing zone. I'm out. Need a medic. I'm out.
Quicker than a slingshotter.
Time to end this.
Say goodbye, one by one.
Priority target in sight. Time to end this.
Good one. It's over, for now.
Oh, okay. Now the experience I need does increase. I really like the SMG though. But yeah, so it seems like the experience. So it's not 1,000. So that 10 experience that you get for a successful kills is not really that great because it'll have diminishing returns. So I guess it'll help you early on, but then will rapidly become shit. Oh, I see. So I can probably drop that on them. Interesting. So it seems like I don't know. I can't engage and do everything I want. Should make those ones like that. Oh, I see. I see. The special triangle is an exploit where there's something special on the field, but you can still always just tell them to target a thing. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, does my ability? Or wait, no, no, it's in equipment. Yeah, yeah. Does my ability now show? It increased by 10. It increased by 10. I did it increase by 10%. So maybe this doesn't apply then. Time, because this is a timed ability, right? Seems like it's a timed. It says prolonged. Does that mean that it's not timed? Let me see my skill tree. Oh, wait, not that. Gadgets. A bit damage. Defensive ability, deployable. Time. No, it has to be this, right? Yeah, there's just so many things to increase duration. So I really, really hope. I really, really, really hope. Oh, that's actually. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's gonna be super cool. I really hope that that the cooldown only triggers after. This cooldown triggers immediately. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, okay. That's just an ammo cache then. Okay, cool. Ooh, got another repair phone. Cool.
Fuckers. They killed everyone and stole the servers. What for?
Those servers have our Pinkwater 4 employee database, but it's encrypted. It seems they were unable to break the code.
But if they do, they'll know everything about us. Appearance, biometrics, account numbers, even our favorite bar.
What is this focus drug? Oh, wait, it's here. 4 pieces. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. So this helps for out of combat skill checks. Oh, that's interesting. So you can. I'm actually kind of curious. Is it +1 for every single skill, or +1 in skills that we already have a skill for? Because like I failed to get admin access because I didn't have one skill point into something or other, into whatever, into like hacking, right? If I had eaten one of these, could I have passed that check?
There's a docking issue. The second clamp's still holding the mott. Can you deactivate it manually? There's a terminal below.
One, two, advance!
Sight. Time to end this.
They won't get me that easy.
God damn, I suck.
Just a bug under my boot.
Holy shit! Was that from the mott?
Yeah, I've always been of the opinion actions speak louder than words. Say the word and another salvo is on its way.
That's all of them.
Damn it. Okay, so yeah, I can't fuck around. We were a little lucky, but when I actually have to be able to aim, I suck at it. So I should have gotten in cover, and I was stupid and just out and about. It was dumb of me. Also missed my fucking grenade, which is stupid.
Jay, the terminal's on you. Deactivate the second clamp. Roger, I'm on it.
Target moving in. Engage.
Hold on. Our baby's free.
Good one.
Under fire from dispatch.
I can help, but Larry won't be happy about it.
Target moving in.
I'll clear this place.
Far, fill him with lead. One, two, advance!
Target in sight.
Locking on target. Slicker than a slingshotter. The Brit's here with an armored escort.
Even their armor won't stand a chance against PDC fire.
You're already in my sights. Eagle eye. Sights on that one.
Come on! Push them back! Positions!
It's these bastards again! So far, we can't penetrate their armor.
PDC will test its strength.
Run out! Take cover! Now!
No visuals on target. Retreat to the airlock.
This is our chance. Let's go!
They're escaping! Fire! Fire! Fire!
Does she not have a gun?
This'll hold them.
The computer has uploaded your call sign as the ship's name. I need authorization.
Granted. Let's get out of here.
Prepare the thermonuclear charges.
Anchor 4, don't lose hope. Everyone will know what happened.
Well, fuck. Oh wow, that was it. Okay. Shit. I did not realize it was going to be that short. I was thinking that it was maybe only going to be like a single level or something. I was curious how much it would cover. I would honestly, I would say it's more of a demo than a beta. Uh, Let me make my thoughts. Okay, so I'm generally not good at this, so uh, I'm not really great at shooting games, um, especially these type of ones. Because like Borderlands 4, Borderlands not full, necessarily Borderlands 4, but Borderlands in general is fairly forgiving, and it's kind of even expected for you to die because that's what the second win system is. So it's like as long as you can do decent damage, and then like deaths aren't super important. So I mean, I didn't properly die, so I don't know what happens. Like I did definitely see that when I opened one of the doors, I did see a little save pop up in the very briefly in the top center of the screen. So it does save. So it might have its own auto saving checkpoints. And if I did decide, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to waste a repair foam on this. Maybe it would have been like I would have just to have to restart the encounter, which is fine, you know. My only concern is this: I don't want to have to do too much. Like I don't want to. I just don't want to do too much. I have to redo too much. Like it's like, yeah, you fuck up the encounter, sure. Redoing that encounter is fine. If it's that forgiving, like I don't want to have to I definitely don't want one of those type of ones where it's like, oh, you have to reload from a save point. But usually, if it's like reloading from a save point, there's a lot more save points. Like I was watching a Mouse PI for Hire, and you can easily tell that this is a game that doesn't have, or actually maybe it does have checkpointing. But like the fact that there were so many saves littered around makes it seem like okay, you're going to load for just those save points. Whereas a game like this that doesn't really have save points usually means it has a pretty good checkpointing system. Gun combat felt fine. I liked the gun combat. I thought it was pretty cool. I just suck at aiming, so it's just like it is what it is. It's definitely one of those ones where you have to get behind cover a lot, which is like that's pretty much what Mass Effect was like. That's what I remember. Like I briefly played, I think one, but never really like did much in it, and then like never played it again. But yeah, it's definitely one of those ones where it's like, okay, yeah, you're supposed to get behind cover and be a little more strategic about it, which is fine. I do like the exploit system. I think the exploit system is cool. It's a nice way to have your characters and other characters exploit the environment. So that feels pretty cool. Like the ability to do that stuff. I was just doing it whenever I saw it, but realistically, I probably should have been paying attention to see what it was doing. I think some aspects of it are not great because you're just like you don't know where they are, and then by the time I saw that, it was like, oh, okay, there it is. And then even like outside of combat, it's the fact that it appears as a red AOE on the ground is worrisome because I'm just like, okay, when I was running past it, I saw it briefly. I was shocked. I'm like, oh shit, get out of it. I'm like, oh wait, no, this is the exploit one. Got it. Gun combat, yeah, the gun combat felt fine. It's not specifically for this game. It happens in other games too. But basically, when you're dodging or you're doing any other activity, you instantly stop your reload. So your reload has to completely go off for it to count. So like I was in the middle of reloading, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to dodge to the side and get out of the way, right? And then I had to start. And then it didn't automatically resume my reload. Well, first of all, it interrupted my reload, and then didn't automatically resume. So if you jump to the side and you're thinking, okay, cool, I've reloaded, and then you try to shoot again, then it's like, oh, whoops, you need to reload. You start reloading again. Like, god damn it! But that's obviously a me problem, and I just got used to that. And it's not like this is the only game to do this. Lots of other games do this too, where any sort of activity it will interrupt the reload, and you just got to start it over again. The guns felt fine. I think the customization seemed interesting. I'm kind of curious. So And then the fact that you can get multiple guns. So like I picked up a gun that was unmodified, and so it was worse. Because even in the same thing, the modifications. So the interesting thing is you could actually have multiple guns, and assuming you get enough parts, like assuming parts are semi-farmable, then what you could do is you could actually like tailor make even the same gun for different like builds. So you could be like, okay, well, I want this one to have increased. Like I want this one to be. I'm gonna dump out reload speed, or this one's gonna be all mag speed, and then this type. It's like I know this SMG had a few close, like on the tier 3 portion of it, it had like close range aspects to it, and so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I could like do a variety of things for that, and so you could actually create your own you could create weapons that you could then swap and be like, oh, okay, cool. We're going into this type of situation. Then I'm going to swap to even if I'm going to keep the assault rifle, you could swap to another assault rifle that maybe is better in your situation. So you could build weapons for certain specific situations where you're like, okay, I want to have this assault rifle for this type of situation, so I'm going to modify it in this way. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm curious if the modifications for the guns are unique to each gun or just different between model types. So like the SMG had some close range shit, which the assault rifle did not have. Do all assault rifles have the same modification plan, or is it like every weapon has its own unique modification plan? Now, I assume it's probably each weapon type shares the same modification plan. Although I am kind of curious, like how many weapons there are going to be. Like, are there going to be like are all assault rifles like the same? Like, are they all going to have the same base? Like, are they all going to have the same base stats, or are there going to be like subtypes of assault rifles where it's like, okay, this is an assault rifle with high damage but low accuracy. This is an assault rifle with medium damage, medium accuracy, and this is one with high accuracy, low damage type thing. Like, are they going to do kind of like subsets of like where they're going to, where they're going to be like different model types, and the model types have their own like specific array of starter stats where it's like, okay, well, this one has like middle damage, high fire rate, low reload speed, and middle mag spec, stuff like that. Well, they have a variety of models, and all it changes is just like its starting stats, and then if it has the same modification thing, so you could maybe, I don't know. I mean, obviously we only saw the only actually weapon variance there was for the SMG. I'm pretty sure I swapped to a different SMG. Because the one I had had just low damage for just like as a modifier for it. I'm like, oh, that's stupid. And actually, no, it had different other parts too. So it seemed like they were different model type SMGs. So I'm kind of curious how varied the weapons are going to be, and if there are going to be stuff like legendary weapons. Like where it's like, oh yeah, this is a insanely good legendary weapon, and maybe legendary weapons have a different modification plan, right? Maybe a legendary weapon doesn't have the same modification plan as a normal assault rifle, right? Or maybe the main difference between a legendary weapon is maybe higher base stats and then pre-modified, right? Like you find it at fully modified level 4 type thing. So maybe that's it, where it's like, oh, the reason why it's so good is because you don't have to waste materials leveling it up and modifying it, because it starts out fully modified, which then therefore makes it like probably better than your own stuff if you haven't fully modified it. I can see stuff like that. So I'm curious how to see how that goes. And I am really curious also about the class system. So it seemed like, honestly, the skill tree seemed a little lackluster. It seemed very basic. A lot of it was just like reduces duration, increases duration, reduces cooldown, increases damage. Like, it'll really depend. It depending on how many skill points you get in the end. I think that'll be interesting. If it's the kind of game where it's like you actually get enough skill points to easily max out everything, then I think a skill tree like that is not super fun, because they are fairly boring stuff, and the only thing that could like spice them up is if they mattered, right? If it was like, hey, you only get so many skill points, you only get a skill, maybe you only get enough skill points to fill out half of your tree. So you have to really decide which one do you want to go down for your build. So I'm, and then of course, like I mean, I picked a soldier, but I guess I could have picked a hacker, and I don't know if there's a difference between the belter or like you had the belter or earther versions of like officer and hacker. So I'm like, I don't know what the difference between that is. So presumably on the actual release, there's going to be at least 2 classes, and each class might have the earther belter variation, and that might determine some base stats. Maybe that's why, because I was a belter, maybe that's why I had persuasion, or maybe persuasion is an officer ability. I'm not sure. Like, it's hard to say. Like, obviously this is just like one chapter of the game, so it's hard to draw any conclusions. But the game felt fine. I think the cover system was a little weird. It felt like I wasn't getting undercover as smoothly as I wanted, but I also wasn't trying to get undercover like as much as I should have. So, honestly, if that gadget is because I was an officer, then I definitely want to be an officer, because that was super useful. The fact that you can see where the enemies are, so you could see them, that was actually really, really helpful. I don't like the long cooldowns, but I get it, right? Like, there's a lot of other abilities that reduce its cooldown. I just dislike it because of how long the cooldowns are. You're basically only going to do it like once per combat encounter, or if it's a longer one where it's like, okay, you defeat the first wave of enemies, and maybe you'll have it up by the time you have to fight the second wave of enemies. Like I play Borderlands, and like the cooldown for grenades is just so much shorter, right? It's like even like the longer ones are like, you know, only like 10 to 15 seconds. So you'll be able to throw a grenade. Well, maybe 20 seconds is the longest one, maybe. You're able to throw a grenade every like 20 seconds, and they usually have some cool, awesome effects. And there are other ones where you can have multiple charges, so you have multiple charges of a grenade. Each that have its own separate cooldown. So you could like throw one, and its cooldown is starting. Oh, I should have checked my cooldown for the attack. But yeah, feels fun. Story seemed interesting. Graphics seemed really nice. I think there are some obviously pop-in issues. I was noticing that when they were switching camera perspectives within cutscenes, you could tell that like it was scaling the resolution up. So like, you know, it had the models loaded, but the resolution wasn't scaled, and then they pan to them, and now they the details kind of pop in and make them more look nice. I don't like that. Like, obviously it's a performance issue, but like, this is a beta, right? So it's a beta. I imagine they're just working on the main aspects of the game, and they'll be improving performance, just over time. And so when the finished product actually releases, I doubt that will be an issue. I think the voice lip syncing was pretty good, although I think their mouths were a little too open for that stuff, and I don't know if it's because like that's how they start it, just to make sure the lip syncing is good, and then once it's like, because it makes their mouths more visible, and like it allows them to sync up better, and then maybe after they've proven that, they then make the mouths smaller. They realize, okay, cool, like we opened up the mouths twice as big as they need to be, and then we're going to reduce that variable, so now it's back down to normal now that we've gotten that. So I don't know if that's how it's going to work, but even still, very minor issue. Now, okay, I didn't actually think I didn't think that the game was this close to release, though. Like, it's a beta now. I would assume that it might come out sometime later this year, or maybe even early next year. And I haven't actually watched The Expanse at all, so I have no clue about any of the context of this. I know that this is a separate thing, but I imagine because it's The Expanse, it's using the IP of The Expanse, I imagine it's gonna have some things that actually... I imagine it's gonna have some, like, references. Like, they did name drop a few times, especially during the news report. And so maybe those names matter. And also, I think I really should read or watch the series, because like, because they definitely have like an ideology. Because it's the kind of thing where it's based in this world, and obviously this world is based very much in reality. Like, that's Jupiter right there. There was some reference to Ganymede, which is one of the moons on Jupiter. So it has a very Cowboy Bebop-esque vibe to it, where it's like, yeah, this is in space, but it's in the space we're all familiar with, and now it's just people actually like living and doing shit out there, doing their everyday lives and stuff. Like the Martians, like hell, Cowboy Bebop had its own Martians, and they visited Mars a few times, so it's like people are living on Mars. So it does have that vibe. So I kind of want to watch The Expanse just so I kind of know what the state of the world, the universe is at the time, because like they did gloss it over, but then again, this also is like a chapter in the middle of it. I assume how the game actually starts is it probably starts on I assume it starts because like we were level 4, so I assume that the outbreak, the virus outbreak or the bioweapon outbreak, was probably the prologue, and that we experienced that live. So like it's probably us with Vic and his group on the Piranha, like flying into some location, and then it's probably like, oh hey, there's some like shit going on. We have to do some stuff, and then we have to steal the ship, and that's the prologue, and then we do this. So, but I don't know if they're going to do a really good job of explaining like everything. Like I don't know if they're going to do a good job explaining the universe, like the state of the world, and like the powers at play here. If they're going to set that up themselves, or if it's something that they kind of expect. Oh well, if you're playing this, you've probably seen The Expanse, so we don't need to explain like the minutia of how people live and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, because like Witcher is a good example. Witcher 3 doesn't really explain anything about Geralt. Like you get a feel for who he is, but like they don't really go back and explain too much of his history and stuff. And sure, like Witcher 3 started with a cutscene between him and Yennefer, but like you don't really know who Yennefer is. You can intuit that she's a witch and stuff like that, but like not too much else in the brief portions I played. And then I read the books. I'm like, oh, okay, so there's all this shit that happened, especially because the games are supposed to be happening like 10 or so years after the Nilfgaardian War, which the end of the Nilfgaardian War is pretty much the end of the books. So this is like set 10 to 15 years in the future beyond that, the games are. So it's like, okay, well that's a huge leap. So clearly they're not redoing the stories they're not redoing the same stuff that the books have, because it's obviously set after the book. So I don't know if this will tie into the Expanse series at all. If it is is it supposed to be within the same time frame? Is this maybe before or after? Who knows? Maybe it could be after, and like the events that happened in the Expanse might come up and be like, oh yeah. So I'll probably make sure to read the series or watch the series. I actually bought the books, although I don't know. I kind of put a back burner on them because I finished The Witcher, so I could actually start the books now. Although there's a fuckload of books, much more books than The Witcher, and much thicker. So I don't know if I can finish all that while doing all my game playing. It's a tough life being me. But I am definitely pretty optimistic. I think movement does feel a little slow though when you're moving around, and like I can run. I could have always run. Like if you press L3, you do start running. But it does feel like that's a little too stiff in a way. So you feel like you're just gonna barrel through stuff and not be as precise. I kind of wish there was a way to just. I wish their walking speed was slightly faster. Maybe 25 to 50% faster walking speed would be nice. I think it just feel like cover is not super intuitive. I don't know. I kind of expected it would be something like, oh, you press circle and you'll immediately get behind the closest cover. But no, you have to actually like target where you are. So if you've already gone past something and you're like, oh shit, I need to go back there and get under cover, you now have to turn your camera around to do that. And there have been a few times where I'm just maybe out of range and I don't go instantly in it. And especially if you're going back, you're now going to be facing the wrong way and you have to then just turn back around. But it's the kind of thing where like you get used to it. I'm sure you're going to get used to it. So it didn't feel didn't feel that responsive. There were a few times where it didn't do what I was expecting, and then picking up items felt a little unresponsive as well. Like it did feel like I go up to a green chest and it was like a half a second delay before I get the square prompt would appear that I could open up a chest or whatever like that. And then the fact that you actually have to like open a chest and then look at the item and pick it up again. It's like, come on, man, just pick up the item automatically. Come on. Like, I'm opening up a chest. Like, please just loot the item for me automatically from chests at least. Like, you want to put it in a locker or something and like have it be something you interact with, fine. But like, I mean, in general, I'm just saying, kind of just pick it up. Just pick it up automatically. like having to press extra buttons just to loot something. Like I'm already there to like clearly I'm already there to loot it. Like why the extra button press to actually loot the item? But it is pretty cool. I think the customizations seem pretty well. Okay, so the customizations on the modifications seemed a little boring because they were just like increasing it. It's like, oh, like my increasing the duration, reducing the cooldown for my scanner. Like all the modifications for it were just increasing duration. That's all it was. And so I was very, very smart to have picked very smart / lucky to have picked the cooldown reduction, because it seems like all the modifications from the scanner gadget increases its duration by default and then it provides an extra bonus effect. But then the modification, the armor modification that you could equip also reduces cooldown but increases duration, but every modification for it was increasing its duration. So the only way of reducing cooldown is by equipping it, and regardless of the modification, you get the same cooldown reduction, and then just choosing the cooldown. So so either way, seems interesting. I'm looking forward to how it'll shake out. I am kind of curious about how, like, character creation, because like this time we were that girl and her sister, and it seemed like them being them is important. You know, it seems like you're just going to be that girl no matter what. So I am kind of curious: is that actually the case? Am I always going to be that girl? And you're going to start with a sister. Do you start with like? Are there different like starter characters? It's like, hey, do you want to be this character, this character, this character, this character, and then maybe each have different starting zone, or maybe have just a different backstory. So you all do the same thing, but maybe your call sign, or maybe no matter what character you pick, you always have a sibling with you. And that's the whole Gemini thing, because they mentioned, oh yeah, pick Gemini, and that's completely unrelated. And it was just completely random, even though we are sisters. I don't know if they're supposed to be twins though, like, because that's what Gemini is supposed to be. I don't know if they did mention sisters. I don't know. They kind of alluded they might be twins, but I didn't know if they were just referencing the twins of Gemini. But they do 100% are siblings. So I am kind of curious: do we get to pick who our character is at all, or is it just like, no, you are that girl, and all you get to pick is just the class? And then of course, what are the other classes? Is it just those two? What's the difference between Belter and Earther? Are there going to be? Is that just a subdivision of every single class? Every class will be Belter or Earther, or are there going to be like Belter only classes, Earther only classes? So definitely much later down the line, but I am pretty excited. It did feel fun to play, and I'm sure it'll be better once I learn how to play it and stop sucking. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. There's nothing else to do in this game, so I'll just patiently wait for the full release, or maybe another chapter, maybe just before release, because I don't want to do too much. I don't want to spoil it. That's why I have a hard time playing the early access or betas of stuff where they're like, you get a big chunk of like Solasta 2 had this big thing where you can start the game and it's only the first chapter, and it's only the first chapter or two or something, and you can only be a select classes. I'm like, well, I don't want to do it and then get get really invested in it and be like, oh yeah, now you gotta wait, and then have to restart over again, because I would it's basically what I did for this. I went around and explored all sorts of shit, went to every single nook and cranny and stuff like that. So it's just okay. So if I do that especially for Solasta 2 is a CRPG, so it's it takes a lot more time to do everything, because it's turn-based tactical combat, and then just movement in general is slower as you're have tons of things to interact with and observe and shit like that. So it's very time consuming. And so even for Dark Heresy, I started the alpha to get a feel for it, but I kind of stopped after only a little portion of it, because I'm like, well, I don't want to do too much and spoil the story and spoil the choices, because if I play it too much, then when it really comes out, I'm just gonna blast through, not paying attention when I get to the portion that I've already done. And so I would to come at it from a fresh perspective, and I don't want to kind of spoil the new player experience for it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.